Hello everyone, my name is Luis Nenchinho. This is my friend Giancarlo. So today guys, he's gonna show some back attack, okay? Like Giancarlo's, like he's being like dedicating himself a lot in NoGi, alright? And today he's gonna demonstrate some movement to us, okay?
Alright guys, so let's start taking a look at a situation from the back when I have two hooks in. Let's go on this side here. And let's work from the underhook side over here. So it's important that whenever we attack the back, we always have to differentiate whether or not we're on an underhook side or on the overhook side. So from this situation over here, I have my back control and my bottom arm now is currently as an underhook. Okay, so a couple of key concepts here for control. We're gonna position our hand, okay, over the choking arm. So our bottom hand comes over top of my choking arm just like so, and I'm in nice and tight with my good head position. Now from here, when we go to control the back, I like to switch from traditional hooks to a post on the hip, and then I take my bottom hook and I make it a long hook over here just like so, and I push my training partner's hips down. Okay, now naturally he's gonna have hands in defensively, so typically he's gonna have two hands on just like so. So from here, a very easy grip for us to get is gonna be right over here, okay? Always our underhook hand is gonna be able to access my training partner's hand over here. And I'm gonna control right at the line of my training partner's knuckles over here. If I control at the wrist, strong guy's gonna be able to strip away, so we always control right over my training partner's hand, and I control just like so. Now from here, I start to take my hand and I start to walk it across my training partner's chin to create the thread of the submission over here. As I walk, finger walk my hand over here, naturally, Nenchinho's gonna start to pull the hand down. When he pulls the hand down, he's gonna start to expose his wrist to my heel. So I bring my foot over top and I place my heel just like so over my training partner's wrist, and then I get that arm trapped. Now I have both my training partner's hands trapped, and that's gonna create a situation where I can start exposing my training partner's neck and I can punch in the strangle, okay? So once again, we're here. I have my training partner's back. I'm on an underhook side. Very important that we keep good head position over here. If my head's too far back, he's gonna be able to bring his head down to the floor, and then I'm not gonna be able to attack my training partner's neck here. So I bring my head in nice and tight, I bring my head forward, and I push into his head. From here, as he has a hold of my 2-on-1 on my strangle hand over here, okay? We're typically gonna be able to come in here, get a hold of my training partner's hand, circle the hand to the inside, and I immediately start to create the threat of the submission. When he goes to strip this hand down and away, he exposes that wrist for my heel. So I bring my foot over top and I trap my training partner's arm. Now, little detail, I like to cross my foot over top just like so, and I'm gonna be able to punch in that choke nice and easy over here. Now, a second part to this, okay, is a very common reaction that I'll get here is that he's gonna kind of almost do like a bicep curl and slide his body down. Okay, now that makes it difficult for me to put that hand under the chin, okay? And the more he slides his body down, the more difficult it is for me to get that hand underneath the chin. So from this situation, whenever I see this happening, I switch to a Kimura grip right over here on my training partner's arm, okay? From this situation, I start to lay back, bring his hand over the head. As I go to lay back, I sit and I switch my feet from this side of his body to the other side of his body just like so, pulling his arm over the head. Notice that I haven't locked my triangle yet. I switched my feet and I keep my foot very close to my knee. Okay, and I hide my foot right behind my training partner's back here. Now from here, I just lock up and I adjust, tucking my foot behind my training partner's back. I can start looking for the second arm over here, and I can start to squeeze and put on the submission here, or I could start to go on various attacks on my training partner's arm.
All right, man, this is a very, very good control. Like usually, like we all like fall to the side that we have over the shoulder, right? But
yeah.
but when you fall to that side, you have less option, right?
Yeah. So contrary to like traditional belief, there's a strong side, which is typically the underhook side. A lot of people refer to that as the strong side, or excuse me, the overhook side. And there's the underhook side, which is always traditionally known as the weak side. But my personal preference is actually to attack from the underhook side, the weak side. Okay, and the reason being is because, say I have the underhook over here, it makes it much easier for me to start trapping this arm. I have a lot more freedom with this leg to start trapping this arm, And as I said, we can always get a hold of the wrist over here with the underhook side. If I'm on the strong side, yes, I can get my hand under the chin easier, but it's a little more difficult for me to trap this arm over here, okay? So there's pros and cons to both sides, but my preference is usually the underhook side.
And another thing I felt too, like these legs right here, if they don't put it, if they keep the hooks in, I'm gonna be able to face you, right? That's why you press the leg?
Yeah, so it's that, and then also this takes away your ability to bridge. So the best option is usually is body triangle. Not everybody can lock a body triangle, so I like to usually step over here on top of my own foot, and I push down, and I make it hard for you to bridge, and then that gives me a little bit more control of your hips. As I go with traditional hooks in, you can face your hips to the ceiling, good, and you can start to misalign your lower body, and then you start to escape the back much easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, so Giancarlo, he has a DVD. Okay, it's like a back attack. I've been working on the back attack, and like this one like really helped me, and like it is worth it to start learning like back attack. So like for example, I like mount. I like to put pressure mount, but it's been very hard for me to submit people mount. So like back, I've been feeling like it is a lot easier, especially for the weak side. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So back control for me, no gi especially, in the gi as well, but no gi especially I think is my favorite position. It's the best position to attack from. So
okay.
Yeah.
And man, very soon we're gonna get Giancarlo here, guys. He's just seminar for us, NoGi. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.